it's Sun with a Sunflower's Vantage Point, or a Sunflower Plays Roblox. Today, I'm going to be talking to you through the part 2 of my mid-century modern family villa speed build. And while you guys watch me tweak some of the flaws I found in part 1, I want to say I'm so sorry that it took so long to get this out. There was just a series of unfortunate events that happened, starting with my power going out the night that I promised to release the video. Anyways, so here, I wanted to use less items, and I couldn't get that wave art placed right, so I just threw a skylight up there, and I built down the ceiling, and bam! Light source, and a way to differentiate the living room, and the hallway-like space over here, I guess, is the best way I can say it. I was just kind of tidying up some other things, like the shelves over there you saw just then, and then I could not decide what I want to do with this wall, so this is me trying to please myself. The tortoise hut thing, I want to do abstract art with. I just can't figure out what I want to do it with, or what I want to make with it. I mean, but the oriental shelf there, I tried to add in, and it was too matchy because of the circle and the circle, the circle and the circle. Anyways, and so then I just did my sunflowers place, because sunfoot and the always gets tagged, as well as Sunflower's Vantage Point for some reason. I don't know. I always have to use multiple things if I want to put it in one sign. It's like I have to use 5 signs for one word. Anyways, so I just, tweaking some other things. I was moving around the rugs and stuff. What I do end up doing with those rugs is totally unique and creative and awesome, and it adds texture to the room, and I think that it was a really creative way to do so, and you'll see that later. Right here, I'm trying to fix these lights. I couldn't please myself with them either. It was just, and then I'm thinking, oh, I don't know how I'm going to do these, blah, 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 blah. And, so then I just was trying to go super maximalist here, and I was trying to be amazing and build a bed, and I just couldn't do it. And I really want to use these items because I love that giant wardrobe and this trunk, but it just didn't look right to me. So I kind of lost sight of where I was going with this build, so I went back on Pinterest. I looked at some of my inspo, and I also, Googled and looked up some mid-century modern bedrooms, and come to find out, even the eclectic ones are actually super, super, chill. They're just, super simple. There's not a lot in them. There's a lot of bright colors, or, little pops of color here and there, or textures, but there's not a lot there. So instead of building so much and making it extravagant, I'm like, okay, I'm going to add some shag rugs or whatever here. And I learned that trick from Oddish, Jan, and I think Faye does it too, where they kind of stack the decals or stack the rugs, and it makes it have that extra texture or whatever. I don't know. It makes it look a little more realistic, but then I end up taking that rug out. And here you see me working on these tennis courts. I love, love, love the tennis courts, and I really love this idea, and I'll probably do it in another build sometime. But again, it just was too much for the feel of this one that I was going for. It is an awesome idea for some abstract store, or some added little cool thing there, but I just couldn't decide what I wanted to do. And then I tried this fountain thing, because I actually think I saw recently, I was watching a video of Jan's where she used a fountain in the corner like that, and I loved the way she did it, but I then was like, it's too fancy again. I'm going too fancy. I just can't do this. I gotta get simpler, and it's really hard for me to do, because I like to just throw things in there that is random, and it all just kind of goes. And then I tried making the I don't want to say houndstooth, but not houndstooth, herringbone. I was almost going for a herringbone look there, and it just ends up looking awful. And I think I actually deleted part of it before you see this monstrosity of the wood panels being built, and I still just could not get pleased with how I wanted to do it. So then I went super, super simple after this. See, I even add the light and everything. I'm like, come on, I just keep adding things and it'll be fine. Doesn't look terrible, but it's not the look I was going for. So then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make a bed out of a table. No. Bed out of some deck. No. So, yeah, after trying for a long, long time, you're gonna see me get somewhere here in a minute. Eventually, when I'm done pondering. I keep pausing and pondering, obviously. Yep, there it is. That's what I end up using. And it actually looks just like one of the pictures, honestly, that I have saved of one of the eclectic MCM mid-century mod, or Man Crush Monday, whatever you want to call it, you know, Man Crush Monday bedroom. Don't ever Google that. I'm afraid of what may come up. Anyways, I do use my decals here, and I just kind of did some, you know, basic white girl stuff up there above and made it perfectly symmetrical. And I actually used this, the first build I did of the 6 tries before part 1, behind my, sorry, I'm trying to find the word, sofa. And with the stools there, and I really liked it. I just didn't like it out there, so because it was also taking away from the bathroom door, which I end up using a smaller sofa out there because of that. But anyways, here I thought it would be great at the end of the bed, so that's what I did there. And I was just deciding on colors and stuff, which, you know, once you get your color palette, it's, people think it's easy, but when I'm using these bright colors or pastels all the time, it actually is not easy to make it flow well. It takes me a minute to choose. That's why you probably see that color palette thing pop up so many times throughout all my speed builds. But I love the Oscar award over there. I don't know why. It's just like an added touch, like, oh, look, I'm famous. Not really, but, you know, one day I maybe. I don't know about you guys, but have you noticed how great the graphics in Club is lately? Sorry, I'm laughing at Abraham. He's next to me while I'm recording right now. But the graphics have been great. Like, look at those gongs. Did I say that right? I can't even talk today. Anyways, also, I love that wood wallpaper, and at the end of this video, you may see some of those new wallpapers popping in, and I may use one of those floors outside, you know what I'm saying? So I decided that it was too princessy and girly in here, so I went in and I added some like other textures and kind of simplified it a little more. I think I take out those rugs completely right there. Oh no, I just changed the color of them. But it did get a little too girly, princessy, you know, fancy in there. So I took out the vanity and I just popped in the normal mirrors, made my own little abstractness with it. And then I popped in those wood panels and made myself a little sink, and everything looks cute. You know what I'm saying? Looks just like a mid-century modern bathroom. Typical little bathroom over here. Abe says I'm supposed to talk to him, but I'm talking to you guys. And the lighting, I always have trouble with lighting because I always forget when you go out of edit mode, it darkens a lot. And I don't remember that. And there's been times where I have actually, and at the end of this build I do it, but I actually realized that I have lost my items and I didn't use anything for lights. And I did have to delete a few things in order to feel comfortable with the lighting that I had, which I still wish, kind of in some places, I wish I had more. I wish I had more items upstairs. Once I get all the way up there, you'll see. Out here, I'm just kind of adding some gardening stuff, which I do end up taking down most of it because then I get another idea for out there because I kept revisiting. And now we're going up here, and this is the babe cave. But I could not get happy with, like, I had an image in my head, and you're gonna laugh at me when I say this because this is mid-century modern and I keep talking about the 70s, which I guess from like the 50s to 70s is kind of the era I like where it comes to decorating and style, like personal style even. But that 70s show is definitely the basement. Like, I wanted an aesthetic girly version of that upstairs as my babe cave, and that's what you got. But yes, you guys just saw it. I'm sure you're disappointed in me, but I just deleted the whole kitchen. I didn't like it. It wasn't what I was going for, and I also was like, I want to do something with these oriental shelves, and I'm going to make them work. Like, I am determined, bound and determined. And I also love the way the oriental stuff already has that MCM kind of tan and brown and like an orangey warm kind of look, because a lot of the decorations and architecture in that has that, and then it's a mix of like the flat paints and colors with those woods. So I really like how I end up incorporating it and how I make my sink area and shelves out of that. Right here though, I was trying to make a little plant baby shelf like thing. I think Odd busts in here in a second. I can't remember if I took it out or not, but she did come in and see while I was building this. So if you see me chatting with her in a minute, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. I have no idea. I was just like trying to do something because I wanted the stairs to be a little more shallow, I guess, underneath it rather than so deep. But because like art items are actually so small. I feel like sometimes, like, they vary in size. Some things are like absolutely ginormous and other things are like absolutely tiny, and that is not shallow enough. So I guess I did skip out though. I think I sped it up a lot right here. Speaking of speeding up, you guys can definitely, you are more than welcome to slow this down. This is a sped up video. That's all it is sped up. So if you go to your YouTube settings and there's a part you want to see like this where I super sped it up because I was trying to get in the time so that you guys weren't completely bored with me talking for a full, like, 7 hours. Just kidding. But all of it is sped up. It just wasn't as sped up as that. But you can slow any part down. You're more than welcome to do so, and just mute it so you don't have to hear my voice. You know what I'm saying? Because that's kind of annoying. It's annoying in regular speed, but imagine slow down speed. And then I was just trying to add in items, and then I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't add any more items because I did struggle. And just so you guys know, I left that fruit bowl like that and didn't even notice it until I was taking screenshots after I recorded my tour. Why I am so clueless, I don't know. I guess I was just like paying attention to other things and wasn't really noticing. I just popped that thing in there and just left it. But yeah, it is still off of my microwave right now. If I hosted right now, you guys would see that. So I also was deciding here how to differentiate this space so that I could add in a bar or a diner, like a dining area of some sort. And so what I do here is I just take out those little things, pop in the wood things from I keep saying things because I can't think of the word today. My brain's not fully working to the greatest ability yet. So yeah, I popped in those from the Eco, whatever you want to call it, collection, and they kind of, also give me that mid-century mod feel, the 70s feel, the 60s, And then I just used 3 restaurant tables to make a rounder kind of space there. And I was like, oh, I want to kind of catty corner these out, and I just didn't. I loved the idea, but I didn't have the space, or necessarily it wasn't like giving me the look I wanted. Maybe on another I could do that. I add in the from also the Eco series or collection, whatever. I always use those solar panels as like little extra decorations or abstract art kind of things just hanging up there. So that's what I did there. I just popped on the oranges, the tans, and the navy blue, and I didn't put any pink there because I feel like I kept the kitchen more of just with a couple of pops of pink or blue, but more blue, and then I just kind of kept it the rest colors there. And then here I was just adding in a way to make it, because it looked so, I don't know if you saw that, and if you slow it down you'll see it, but at the bottom it was just like straight to the wood floor. So like I wanted to differentiate that space, because up top I also differentiate that space. I don't know about you guys, me and Odd talked about this the other day, and she had no idea that you could do this. She said hers just like stopped showing up on her decals, but whenever I'm looking at decals, I have so many, and mine do also stop. But when I minimize, or not minimize, but like, the window, like make the window smaller, it will show up some more that I wasn't able to see in the full screen. So like I don't always delete all of mine, and I'm able to see them if I keep scrolling and if I make that window smaller. So that's why in a lot of my speed builds, you'll see me do that. Sometimes I'll try and crop out whatever's not in the window so you don't see everything else. But I'm not doing that anymore, because it's whatever I have up under it is probably Filmora, so who cares. And this is where I talk about those rugs earlier. This is how I did it. I just got this random idea, and I was like, I've done things outside before. I know you guys have seen me make the woven look, with the rugs or whatever, with the sound foam. Sorry, gosh, I cannot form my words. Anyways, with the sound foam, you've seen me make a woven looking rug. So instead of doing that on this one, because I didn't want it to be too matchy, you know me and my eclecticism, my maximalist crazy textures. So what I did is I got those outdoor fences, bamboo fences, and if you hear oof, that was Abe. He is still next to me, but I'd stacked those on top of each other where it actually like crisscrossed, and then it looked like a woven texture. I left my stairway, I actually leave it completely blank, I'm pretty sure. And here I'm just pondering on how I want to do this room. I really couldn't decide. I'm like, oh yeah, let's change all this, blah blah. Well, then I was like, I think I saw this. No, I was trying to kind of tie it in with what's going on downstairs with the tiles in a couple random places. So I wanted to do the tile around the outside here and then keep the middle part as the carpet, because I had seen that on Pinterest once too, but I ended up actually, I think, using that pink tile floor that we have because it looked a little better than the carpet did with this tile, and I do change the color of the tile here in a minute. I also wanted to add like a trophy case, because you know, like in dude caves and like the man caves, they always have like a trophy case, like all of their cool stuff or whatever. And I'm like, I'm gonna make an aesthetic one and I'm gonna put it in here. So like I tried doing it in the corner because that's like how dudes do it, but like I'm not a dude, so I will end up switching that. So yeah, I will end up moving that. Anyways, Avers is talking again. Sorry guys. I was trying to add lighting because I wanted my stuff to be all lit up where you could just see my wonderful trophies that I've earned on Club, but I could. And then I'm messing with those wonderful fireplaces. I do like that symmetrical look there, but I wanted to add so much stuff in there and I didn't want to have to make the entire room symmetrical. And I'm one of those people where, like, if one thing is, it all has to be, or it all has to be perfectly asymmetrical, or, like, you know, just a balance somewhat, or, like, you know, like, a shuffling kind of balance. I do mess around a lot in this room with layout. Like, I did struggle with my That 70s Show basement aesthetic girly version of it anyways. I don't know if that's like I didn't want it to be like identical. That's not what I'm saying. But that look, that kind of like just I don't even know if like eclectic is the word, but Avers, I don't know what he's doing, but like it's like a plethora of shiitake mushrooms, okay? But it's like all this fun stuff, like a cool place to just chill, hang out, and burn. Anyways, I probably shouldn't have said that. Anyways, it's just cool. You can just chill. You can play at the pool table. And the reason I put that one light at first is because in my dad's basement. So in his basement, he has this really big light that I think he either won or he got on eBay or something. It's a racing light, and I can't even remember who it is. Is it Tony Stewart? My dad doesn't even like Tony Stewart, but for some reason I feel like that's what it is. It's like a NASCAR light, and then he has his old Corvette hood on the pool table behind it, and then a bunch of Jegs posters and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Tony Stewart, just because like I know I don't like Tony Stewart because my stepdad liked him. Weird, I know, but you know, it's like one of those things, traumatic experience or whatever. So I put that light there because of that, because my dad has a shop light like that like hangs down over his pool table downstairs. And then you're seeing me now go back and try to find a way. I'm still messing with like layout. So then what I end up doing is thinking of all the things I want in this space. And I don't know if I've ever done this. I think I've done it like once before in a build, but this one I decided to do it with. And so I just throw everything I want in this space. I think I've kind of done it in my study too. I can't remember if the version you guys saw in part 1 is I did, or if it was a different one, but in the part 1 video it may have been it. But I just think of all the things I want in here and I throw them all in there and then I place them. And that for me has seemed to be the quickest and easiest way that I can get a layout, or I can get things to go. And I just keep moving those things around as I'm placing, because then I know what I want in there. I know how many items I have. I know what's a priority and what's not. It's all there. And what's knickknacks or what's whatever. And then I just kind of throw it in. And honest to God, I think that is the quickest way I have been able to adapt my building to be a little quicker. I'm still struggling. I'm still learning. I'm still, trying to do these speed builds. The whole point of me personally doing these speed builds for you guys is for me to learn or to adapt and challenge myself so that I can become quicker. I'm a very slow builder. Like when I say this is sped up, it is sped up. This took me 2 days. This second part took me 2 days. And I cut out a lot of it, honestly. And so, of course, we couldn't put Babe, so I had to do it like this. And I think I ended up making it that peach color, don't I? Yeah, I do. Which it looks cool in the blue color, but it just, again was too matchy, but I do change the color of my sofa there, and I love that sofa in there. I think I loved it better than the other regular sofas, so that's why I ended up using it. But I do a double one, and I give you that cool romantic 70s hotel feel with the double sofa couch, like lay down whatever sofa bed thing, and it looks like a heart. You know what I'm saying? Because we like hearts around here, because we lovey-dovey in the 70s. Okay, boomers. I'm just kidding. That's not even close. Okay, whatever. It's whatever. I really loved the pool table catty cornered, but it just was not working for me. I didn't have enough space. I took out my jukebox too in the end, I think. And colors. That's me, always trying to get those colors right. I didn't want everything to be super bright in here. I just wanted a few things to be bright, because again, I just want it to look realistic and junky, but like a cute junk. You know what I mean? Like, this is my cute game room. Okay, this is my cute. I like to drink some Bud Light and moonshine on a crazy night, and my husband to come home to me and my girls chilling in this maid cave. I don't have any girls, and I don't even drink anymore, so I'm honestly not sure what I'm talking about. But back in the day, I was a party hardy girl, and if you saw how many bottle caps I put on those cornhole boards in one of my videos under the arts and crafts playlist, then you know how party hardy I used to be. Okay, yeah, I was wild back in my day. And like, I literally don't even know what I'm doing here. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to have to watch the TV from the sofa bed at the end of the room, like the back of the room, or if I wanted to, and I can't even talk right. If I wanted to put the sofa bed at the back of the room, and so that I could watch whoever else was drinking and like not just chilling, the people who were playing, and watch the TV at the same time. Or if I wanted to put the pool table at the back of the room and put the sofa bed up front, so if I wanted to just go in there and chill and watch TV, I didn't have to look at the rest of the room and be distracted. But it just fit better and looks better at the back of the room. I did put in 5 stools because I wanted to do 3 on one side and 2 on the other, but I do end up putting them all on one side. And our little eye thing I love, because I always like pretend. I love I'm talking through these now, because you guys can kind of get my thought process whenever I'm doing this. You kind of get the feel for what I'm going for now. I put the eye thing there. I'm sure everybody's like, why is this here? But because if I was, drinking with my buddies, whether I'm at their house or mine, and there was one of these in the drinking room, like, the party hardy game room, I would totally be like, all right, let's check your eyes. You think you can drive home? Let's check your eyes. If you can't see past the 20/40 line, you ain't going home. Give me your keys. Like, I've lost too many to drunk driving accidents. This is not happening today. Okay. I just think that that's funny. I don't know why. I'm silly. Okay. So yeah, I did. Like I said, I put that at the back of the room. Sorry, I'm still laughing at myself for being so special. It's like, now you guys get to see what I actually do whenever I'm building. I'm not thinking of what's aesthetic. I'm not thinking of, what everybody else wants. I'm thinking of what I would actually want if it was me, and it is me, because I have fully taken on my son identity. I am no longer Kaylee Rochelle Bond, or as my son calls me, Kaylee Rachel, whatever. Anyways, I've said it, this is my dream life, so this is what we doing. And I tried those limited cards because I'm like, ooh, trophy case and limited cards, heck yeah. And I think I just earned another one too, because I got a notification on Discord last night. But I don't add them in, because the black, I wish we could change the colors of those. If there was like one thing I could change about dumb things that people don't ever use, because that seems to be what we do a lot of changes and updates on. Oh, excuse me. But I would love to be able to change the limited cards. Like, they could stay neon if we just had like a couple of other choices other than just black. Like if we had a gold, or like a blue, or some sort of background that we could change for whatever our room is, so it doesn't fully stand out like, tits on a warhawk. And then I was just kind of doing the same mid-century modern feel. I did want to do them horizontal, but then I'm like, ooh, that's kind of too matchy for downstairs. So I meant not horizontal, vertical. See, my brain is like backwards all day. Sorry, guys. And I also wanted this to not be exactly like my tile wall downstairs that's in the hallway, but I wanted it to be somewhat similar. I take everything, like I said, out of that stairway. I couldn't decide what I wanted to put there and what I wanted to match. Loved the lights, wanted the lights to kind of blend in, and then I was like, maybe I don't want them to blend in. I liked them. I kept changing them, and they did blend in. And then I go to this room, and this is going to be the bedroom because I wanted like a little lounge, chill out, makeup, get ready area, and then you walk through that to get to the bedroom. Whereas before, whenever I started this house, I actually think it may have been this house that I toured in our baby video or something, one of my first Roblox videos with the kids. I'm not sure if it was this one or the estate, but I know that the upstairs corner bedroom in both is almost just alike. This one, instead of doing an office like I had originally planned and thought in my brain whenever I finally did this I did the office slash makeup slash chill room in the front and did the bedroom in the back. Business in the front, party in the back, you know what I'm saying? Okay, sorry children. And then I couldn't find a bed. All the beds were either too small, too big. So I used the lounge beds. I popped them all together, and they even had that NCM mid-century modern, like 60s, 70s, 50s look right there below. You know how like the architecture, even of like the furniture and stuff, always had like those cool shapes and stuff. So the way I had those lined up below, I thought that looked really cool. And I popped in some cushions. I low-key wish that I kind of had added either 1 or 2 frisbees like I do downstairs in the outside sofa whenever you guys see that. And here I'm just trying to add a blanket. So it's not all one color because I didn't obviously want it to be all one color, and I didn't want the cushions to be set up there like where they would be perfect in line and look like they were the top, and the bottom had a white cover. I wanted a real blanket. Yes, you can hear Abraham. And so I wanted it to be a woven, cool, eclectic blanket, and I just couldn't get it to fit right. And no matter how hard I tried, it just did not look right to me. So I just ended up leaving it as just the one big rug, and I centered it. And you'll see that in a minute. Excuse me, I am yawning again. And getting stuffy. Did I do 2? I thought I just did 1. Maybe I do. I do. Anyways, duty sickle. Party in the duty sickle. I don't know why we do that, okay? FGTV, I'm so sorry. But we always sing party in the elevator, but we say duty sickle for some reason. I think Abe started doing that, and now we all do it. It's just funny. Party in the elevator. Party in the smell-elevator. That's what I said. And then Abe said duty sickle, and then it just all kind of stuck. So, sorry, Funnel Vision Dad. My bad. We love FGTV. Low-key have a crush on the FGTV daddy. Just saying. I don't know why. I think it's just because he's funny, and I love funny, stupid people who are family-oriented, and he is very family-oriented. And Abe's trying to talk to you guys. Hold on one second. What are you saying, babe? We do love A for Adley. Shout to Sean Doris and Jenny. Jenny is, I'm obsessed with her. I don't know why. Yeah, Nico. Abe wants to be Nico, I think, or Adley. I'm not sure. But Jenny is for sure. I love her. I love her. I want her fake eyelashes. I want her red hair, which I kind of have both, but I don't have fake eyelashes. My eyelashes are real. They're just real long. Okay. Again, I'm trying to add in this furniture that I love, and it kind of looks cool, but I feel like it's really cluttered and like too close, and I didn't want to put another one on the other side. I don't know why I'm singing this. So I'm just adding in things. I try adding the paintings because, like, yeah, Abe's singing again, but I don't want to stop recording, so I'm just gonna keep on zooming through and ignoring it so I can get this done for you guys. Yes, that was me snapping and shaking my head, so if you heard a bunch of noise, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know, there's like those beach houses you go to, and they always have like the matching paintings on each side, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. But then I hated it because, like, again, this is my house. This is not a beach house I'm renting. And I wanted this. I'm like, ooh, I could do this and blah, blah, blah. And then I end up doing that. Basic white girl. Can I please get some chai or a frap from the Starbucks? Okay. And I'm doing my Fei trick here. And we're building in those windows. Of course, if you guys really would like to see a great, like, perfect video of explaining it and the hack of how she does it, please check out Faye the Frog's channel. She is an seriously remarkable builder, and she is who I got that trick from. Audish got that trick from. We actually saw it in one of her builds that we toured together one night, and it was beautiful, and I am always blown away by all of my friends' builds. But Faye, I feel like, doesn't get enough credit, so please go check her out if you haven't already. Which, if you're subscribed to my channel, you're probably already subscribed to her. And if you want some other cool hacks or, you know, ideas for building, I have wonderful friends who are absolutely amazing and phenomenal builders on Club. If you have not already checked them out, which I'm sure if you're my subscriber that you have. But if you go to my channel, click on my channel, and then you scroll down, it's either the first or the second section. It will have listed channels, and that is pretty much all of the Roblox channels and my creator inspo and friends online. That's all their channels, so definitely check some of those out. I was trying to play around with the texture of the ceiling there, and I just couldn't get that right, so here I am just trying to place things, decide how I want this layout to be. I love the telescope. It's just a little added touch all the time because it's like, oh, I love space, let me look at the stars. Okay. And I was just kind of experimenting with things. That's what I usually am doing. I never actually have a plan. I feel like most people just like know automatically. They can look at something and be like, this is what I'm making this with. Not me, not I, said the cat. Anyways, cat in the hat, you know, Dr. Seuss. But yeah, so I do use the teacher desk. You guys know my pet peeve with all the other desks is that you can't put your feet under it. Like, you know, I know it's Roblox, it's not your real feet getting crushed, but whatever. Then here, that decal, I will try to put in the description. I actually have a bunch of decal videos I have planned. I went and wrote down every decal I've ever made thus far, and I was going to do it. I just haven't decided how I want to do it, so comment below if you guys want to tell me how I should do it. I'll give you some options here as I'm playing around with this and making it look like one piece. I wanted that whole vanity to look like one piece, and that's why I use the mirror and all. And then the baby food is supposed to be makeup. I know that it's baby food, trust me. I don't just randomly put baby food there. And then that was going to be my makeup brushes, like the little, you know, pens and stuff. So that's why I put a little label saying makeup, so people weren't like, what is this? Why do you have pens and, you know, baby food? Are you trying to poison your baby while you do your makeup or something? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Comment below on the decal videos how I should do it. I have thought about some different ways. I know the last one I kind of did textures or floors, and I do want to get my decals to you guys. I do think that I have some cool decals, and they can be used in multiple different ways. I do a lot of rugs. I'm not gonna lie, I do a lot of rugs and a lot of art, but abstract art usually. And it's usually my normal colors, like the color schemes of this house. But if you guys want those, tell me how I should do it. Should I just do it like as one big thing? Should I do it like, oh, this is the Maleficent build decals I use. This is, you know, Gothic decal. So I guess the way I should do it is ask you guys, should I do it by build? Because I have some that I never used on the builds that I made as well, like the Maleficent build, and I know that some people were like asking for my flames from that one, asking for my modern goth mirror, all of that. But should I do it like that by build, or should I do it by like mirrors and art as one, and then like floors and walls as another, or like, you know, textures, whether it be wood or rug or whatever, or should I just do like decal art, or should I do it by color, like dark colors, light colors, pinks, whatever? Because I have a lot. I literally have like 3 or 4 pages on my creators marketplace thingy, like the creator developer hub or whatever. I have so many decals, and I want to share them because they're all phenomenal, and I make them to share them, and so I want to share them. So tell me how you guys would like to see those organized in a video or in multiple videos. It would be a very long like video if I had to do it, all of them. Here I'm just playing with these though, and the little vines. The only thing I don't like about the vines is that I feel like they should be the opposite way. I hate the fact that you have to build them from the top to the bottom. I wish that you could build them from the bottom to the top. So like, I wish that your part that you're placing to just go bam on a wall. Because, like, do you really see that many builds where we're trying to make the vines grow actually from the floor? No, it's usually growing and hanging from the top. And I mean, to each their own, but I am just one who will do anything to not have to put a wall there while I'm building, and you'll probably notice that. I wanted to do a really cool funky fireplace, like all the way around right here, and I can't talk. I have no idea what I was doing. I just kept trying and I kept trying and I couldn't do it. I tried to do it all the way around, like one just wrap around, normal one, not even a funky one, and it just didn't look right. So what I ended up doing is super cool, and that's probably one of my most favorite parts of the whole build, because I wish I had an area like this out back of my home. But the literal, like, living room and the entryway, the living room, and the study are bigger than my real house alone. So I was trying to line those up in some sort of way. I'm not sure what I was doing, and I hate the matchy, you know me, but I do go a little matchy with this whenever I put in the two sectionals in there. And God, I seriously mess with this and play with this for a long time. I plus with this is what I said first, so it was kind of like play and mess at the same time. That's where my brain's at today. And I'm starting to get tired too, so it may start getting worse. I may start stuttering and stuff. And these trellis, I'm not even sure what that's called. I just called it a trellis, and I don't even know what a trellis is. I could not even tell you the definition of that word. Isn't that terrible? I just kind of like throw in words that I think just go with whatever. I have no idea what they mean. People say I'm smooth with my words. That's why I'm a good writer. No, I'm a good writer because of Power Thesaurus. Thank you. And I see, here's where I start getting the idea. I put those in and I'm like, ooh, I'm liking this. Ooh, look at those new flooring wallpapers. This big update is going to be awesome. I'm just going to say, me and Odd were talking about it the other day. If you saw me skip, it's because I reset and I decided to go upstairs and kind of pop in a few other things before I finished off that downstairs, because I was pondering what I wanted to do with it. I still wasn't sure if I liked it yet, so I have to step away, and if I'm trying to finish a build in a limited amount of time, I will step away and try to finish another part that I said, oh, I'm stepping away from this for right now, and then I'll go work on something else until I have to step away from it. And so that's what I'm doing here, just kind of checking this out. I did notice when I was outside, I had zoomed out at one point to kind of see what that was looking like, and that top one was a little off. So here I'm just kind of thinking, I obviously was just like looking at it thinking, and I put in some rugs because I feel like that was really bare. I wanted to do some of my big decal rugs, like one big one down the strip down there in front of that fireplace, and I didn't have enough items, because even if you use the large decal, it's still going to be a lot of things. Rugs, sorry guys. So you can see me popping in some different things, and if I use a decal, I typically don't like to use a regular rug that close in proximity to it, because I feel like it takes away from the decal, and it also just looks fake because you've already got the real looking rug, and then you've got the Roblox rug that has no texture. And if there's one thing I could change about the rugs, if there's one thing I could change, okay, so I really hope that Steve starts watching my videos, because I do a lot of complaining. I'm just kidding. But the rugs, I wish that there was texture in them. That is one thing I would love to see, is even if they just somehow added a little texture to that image, or that 3D image or whatever of the rug, I'd be happy. I would use more of them. I do like how I did the green, that green golf course floor out there. I don't even know what that's called. I guess it would be like turf or whatever. I wanted to have a cool, chill, simple pool space. If you do look up mid-century modern stuff, you'll see a lot of that chill, simple pool spaces if you look for the outdoors pool area of a mid-century modern villa. So you're seeing me mess with this. Again, I couldn't walk away. Step away from the ladder. Well, this is now step away from the outdoor area. But then it starts feeling good right here. So I started feeling it. I'm like, ooh, what if, because that's another thing I would change. I need some more throw pillows. But I like finding items because then it's a challenge, and then you have ideas and you can give it to other people, and then everybody's like, oh my god, this is genius. Why am I talking in this voice? I don't know. Anyways, there's my tennis courts. I love those tennis courts. And then right there's what I was talking about in the bedroom, where I wish I had added frisbees up on that thing up there on the bed, but you know, I like how it is. I didn't think of that until this video while I was talking about it. And then I was trying to use those dog bone things to kind of make them look like they were you know how like there's like different shaped throw pillows like I did right here, but there's like those tube ones. I was trying to make one of those and I just couldn't do that either. So here we are. We're looking like a real little patio area out here, and I love the way I did the lights. I got the lights finally lined up, and like it's just so cute. Oh, you did good. You did so good. Oh my gosh, you're so proud of yourself. Abraham thinks I'm funny. Actually, he probably thinks I'm annoying. I love this, and I realized after building the wall and everything up here, I looked around the back side part. Please don't do that because I need that. Sorry, I was talking to Abe. But I looked around the backside and I realized that the trellis or whatever that is, you know, that I want to call a trellis, it was sticking out, and I could have pulled it out more where I wouldn't have had to put in that extra wall. Extra wall. Excuse me, I'm sorry. The extra curtain there. I wouldn't have had to do it catty cornered. I probably could have got it to fit aesthetically straight. I put in this bamboo fence, and then I'm like, dude, no, because then it looks like our yard is cut off, and I want that palm tree to be my yard. So I do wish there was a little bit more of the palm trees out there, but I guess, you know, whatever. And then this is one of those spots where I was like, oh, I'm going to start adding in some white up here and then go back down there. And sorry, you just saw me completely have to leave and come back because I couldn't. I was trying to change forever the color right here, and you'll probably see me leave and come back, and I thought I took all those parts out, but I guess I didn't. But I do try to leave and come back several times because I'm trying to get that the coloring to work. Yes, my head is in the ceiling right here, sorry. Again, this is really sped up. You guys are more than welcome to slow down the video in your YouTube settings and just mute me and my annoying voice and all my crazy accents and crazy commentary, okay? I was like, oh, I'm gonna put up there, but no, I'm not. And I put the windows underneath because it kind of looks like, you know, kind of how I did downstairs with that same spot. I did the ones on top and the ones on bottom, but here I just did that. And that is the biggest rug I think we have lengthwise. See, I kept having to reset. I could not get anything changed. And then I go through and I'm just like tweaking little things. And here I changed the coloring because I feel like it was too pink for the rest of the house. So I did kind of dim some of it down. You see me mess with the walls because I realized some of my outdoor wallpaper was showing. And changing those colors, just kind of tweaking those little things there. And I take out, I feel like there's too many of the book stacks, so I wanted one on that desk. And so I just left the one. And out in the living room, I left the tray stack that I left from one of Odd's fans. And I just ended up taking away that whole little thing, and I screwed that chair back. And then I put a hanging bulb up top on that shelf up there. I also think that by doing what I didn't do, the little tweaking, I was low-key trying to get that part in the stairway to not show, and it was. So here is my tour. I'm going to stop talking now, and I'll check you guys out at the end of this video. I'm going to wrap up this video with the last few views of this villa. I hope you guys loved this house. I actually am very content and satisfied with the way it came out. Yes, I wish I could have added some more items, but don't we all wish that? Please comment below if you guys have any questions, or you loved any parts or you hated any parts. I will take constructive criticism. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're not already, please consider subscribing. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate my viewers. I appreciate any support I can get. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.